Hello. You guys have to let me know how volume is today. I kept changing mic settings and I don't know if anything is properly working. But hopefully you guys have been doing well. Hello, hello. I'm not too sure how much latency there is, but so let me grab the reference of who we're drawing today. And then we can get started. Hello, hello. Volume is good? Perfect. Thank you for letting me know, Neil. Hello, hello. Volume is good. Hopefully you guys have been doing well. I know I haven't streamed like in forever. Well, I guess it wasn't too long ago, but I thought it'd be fun to stream every so often if I'm going to be working on like art fight stuff. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Ah, Melly, hello. Your work right now, but you had to come say hi. You got this. Thank you. And hopefully work has been going well for you. Right as I was about to draw for art fight. Are there a lot of you guys participating? Yeah, I'm gonna be... You guys convinced me last time. I was expecting that I wouldn't have time, but majority of my obligations were like pre-July. I have a little bit at the very end of July, so I probably won't be doing too much near the very end, but I will try to do as many as I can because I bookmark a hell of a lot of characters. Lock in for art fight this year. I only attacked twice last year. That's okay. I know like summer is typically like very busy for a lot of people, so First time doing art fights here. I feel very good, but may not have time to draw because of college. I'm glad, like, for the most part, I know I heard a lot of people get burnt out from doing art fight, but it seems like it's good that you can kind of like pace yourself, I guess, or go at your own pace. So that's nice. You've been so art blocked. I've been in a weird art funk again, so I'm kind of hoping that if I were to do art fight and just draw people's OCs whenever and kind of just for fun, maybe it'll give me more motivation. Oh, also, I changed to like phone tracking for my VTuber, and I think the movement is just so much better compared to my webcam, so I can freely move a little bit more than usual. Yeah, I hope you guys are gonna have a lot of fun doing art fight. So far it's been super fun just talking to people about it. First time too. Never participated and I won't be this year. Yeah. First time seeing an art fight. Art fight, I think it's like probably the most popular art type of game, I guess. And I'm glad it's been running for so long because I've always seen it during like, I think it was like during my Deviant art days. It just seemed very intimidating. Wish you could participate, but I don't have OCs. That's okay. Maybe in the future you will. Maybe. Finish all my exams, so I'm kind of free for art fight. Yay! Congrats on finishing all your exams. Art fight seems so fun. I couldn't this time, but I would love to try to next time. Yeah! I think it would be very fun. Spinning Kaisen for emotional support. I need my silly little son on the screen. So I bookmarked a lot of characters and a lot of you guys sent me your profiles as well. I don't have anything like specifically planned for each character. So we're gonna go off the dome today. But I will always put the character's name alongside with the username on Artfight on the screen. So if you like the character that you see that I'm drawing, please go follow the artist because I think it would be a great way to show support. How do you not get bored from drawing? I like drawing. I just like drawing a lot. I take a break from drawing by doing other drawings, so just keep it fresh by changing mediums, changing who you're drawing, what you're drawing, or like the purpose of the drawing. I'm usually pretty set of not getting super bored, so. I kinda wanna draw with ginkgo leaves. How do I wanna do this? Because I think majority of the ones that I want to do, I will do full color. But I think I'm gonna keep them mostly like portrait busts kind of drawing format. Let's go with something like this. Have you decided how many attacks you do? Or you... well, I guess, like, there's no specific minimum or maximum. You basically, I guess, draw as much as you can or you would like. I don't think there's, like, a set. There's probably more people who are, like, more veteran into art fight than I would be able to explain. So I'm sure there's people who can explain it better than I can. Hello, hello. Yeah, I like this OC, it's very cute. They have like 3 different outfits, but I am very partial to autumn and fall. And I love the ginkgo leaf kind of like sleeves, so I would like to maybe include them in there. I have a hard time drawing for a full straight hour. You can definitely do sketches too though. Like Ridgefight has categories that you can kind of like categorize your submissions and your attacks so that they know how to divvy up the points. like I said, I'm so new to art fight, truly like an art fight newbie, that I don't know all the terminology all that well. Hi Rin Spirit, what team did you choose? I chose crystals. I like fossils a lot, but I like crystal aesthetic just in general, and I gravitate a little bit more closely to that color scheme, I think. In terms of like color wise, even though I do like the kind of like warm, kind of like ochre yellow that fossils is. But if you guys are joining in art fight this year, let me know what teams you chose, or if you're just spectating. If I had an OC, I would be honored to be attacked by Rin. I'm gonna say this right off the bat. Please draw my OCs if you just like them, and don't draw them if you are expecting me to attack you back or like to revenge, because I am going to prioritize attacks and friendly fires first, and then if I can, I will get to revenges later. But there's like no guarantee that I will revenge everybody's, if that makes sense. Though I don't know how many people will draw my OCs, so it might not even be too much of a concern. But just have like, you know, have a good reason to draw people's OCs rather than like expecting art back, if that makes sense. I believe this OC is based off of an ermine. I think that like the ears are so cute. Do it for the fun, exactly. Team fossils, crystals, crystals. You've done 165 attacks last year. I'm breaking that record this year. Holy, whoa. That's crazy. Crystals is cool. I think crystals. A lot of you guys are on crystals. Have you ever considered drawing Cookie Run Kingdom? If so, who would you draw? I don't have the characters on the top of my head. There are so many cookie designs that are so cute. I know there's like a little... He kind of reminds me of Masaki a little bit because he has like a green and brown kind of aesthetic, and he has like a little apron. I think he's like a little plant cookie boy, whatever. His design's super cute. I like that one a lot. But there's like a lot of pretty cookies, which feels a little weird to say, to be honest. Yeah, draw along. You don't have to be participating in art fight, but if you are drawing along, then that makes me happy regardless. Treat it kind of like a little mini art club in a way. I'm gonna try to take my time with this one because sometimes when I do a drawing that like I haven't done any drawing prior to today, or like earlier today, I need to get all the jitters and all the rustiness off. Herb cookie? Yeah, that one. I think that one's like one of the first ones that I've ever seen. That's so cute. Trust me, if I drew a deer OC, she didn't go well. Also, would you draw a deer or a dog snout in your style or spirit? I think for art fight this year, I'm gonna prioritize just humanoid characters because for the most part, if I chose any more like anthro or like more leaning towards like anthro or furries, I don't think I can do them justice, and I don't want to do that to their characters. So I'm gonna be sticking towards like just humanoid. And if they have like minimal mecha or like minimal like ears and a tail, I'm fine with drawing those. But usually not like, I guess like, yeah, and kind of like anthro is not where I'm going to be aiming my attacks at. Like, not this year, I guess. Yes, a lot of you guys are saying herb cookie. Herb cookie I think was my favorite when I first saw the design. I don't know if it's because I was lifting stuff today. My hands feels very shaky. Feels weird. But kind of going back to that question, in the future if I get, I guess like, more experience drawing, like characters that have more like anthro features, then I will definitely consider drawing other characters with those. There's even like a jack-o'-lantern kind of character that I found very cool, which I think is more manageable for myself, so I might draw that character, even though it's like not exactly fully humanoid. Oh yeah, Koi Dao does voice Herb Cookie. I'm wondering if that's where I first saw Herb Cookie. Maybe it was them talking about voicing them. Art club on Discord, yes. I think it's a cute idea. Treat this kind of like an art club. Your summer school art club. I'll maybe choose to post my full body wraps in traditional with color indications. I think that's a good idea. It's almost like anything goes in terms of like mediums, right? On Artfight. Not me doing Artfight when I have 30+ stickers to make. You're gonna be super productive. Priorities. See if I remember how to draw a ginkgo leaf. I like shaped like this. I want to curve it though. I really like this character's color scheme for their fall outfit. Super cute. How many drawings do you do in a day? Ooh, I think it depends. I have, oh, give me 1 second. Okay. I was hoping my dad troubleshoot something in the morning, and he's just double checking if it's still working. But it usually depends, because if I'm doing like full drawings, I don't usually do more than 2. Because they do take me a long time, and I think that's too many hours of just sitting and drawing. Because otherwise, like, if I'm sketching, like, I can burn through sketches quite quickly. So I don't think there's, like, a definitive amount of, like, finished drawings that I can finish in a set amount of time. Looking a little funky here. This is what I'm talking about, that sometimes the first drawing of the day looks a little funky for a while, so we're gonna take our time trying to fix this up before we move on to like coloring or anything. Because I want to do people's characters justice for the most part. Our Fright has a Discord server, everyone is super nice. That's what I've heard. But I'm always like, I'm very bad at being in very large group chatting situations, I guess. Like a lot of my group chats, I don't participate a lot in, unless it's like required you to submit information for something. Then I will talk, but for the most part, I'm usually very silent when it comes to larger group chats. I see their hand. Gotta love a chunky sleeve though. Niz has a good movie. I have like had several mutuals and friends recommend that movie. Little Kaisen. Thank you for coming to the stream though, Mekia. Sleep well. Do you think I should participate in Art Fight? I think you should do a little bit of research into Art Fight, see if it's for you. I think it's very low key, but there are like, you know, rules and things to keep in mind. So I think it's good to have a little bit of insight into it. Because I watched like several videos and you guys also gave me a lot of information, I think the last time I streamed. Which is kind of like the reason that I got convinced. Oops. The new Demon Slayer movie is out? I didn't even know they had another one. I see. So, okay. That makes more sense, because initially I found it a little difficult to find characters to attack, just because it seemed like the method was to find like random users, but it makes sense that the Discord server is where you can promote your profile and find characters to attack, which I think that's like probably the best way. Let's see. Okay, the thing is, it's like some people go crazy during Art Fight. Even like just hearing one of you say that you did like 165, that's crazy. But I love seeing like the different attacks that people do. I think it's very cool. And the fact that like you can do traditional, you can do like crafts, or even like tattoos, I think you can even do. Or like 3D, which I think is super neat. Art fight is fun. I'm glad. The stream is really relaxing. Thank you, Rin, for always making my mood better. Oh, thank you, Slippery Floor. I'm glad it's not chaotic, I guess. I was definitely trying to think like whether or not today was gonna be more of like a hype day because it's like the start of art fight, woohoo. But because I'm more low-key, I was like, maybe I'll just make the music slightly more upbeat, like versus like something completely chill. Just to fill in the gaps a bit from my current mood. I'll show ya. Didn't know you were doing art fight yesterday? Yeah, I decided a little late-ish. I decided at the very beginning of June, or like mid-June, that I would participate, and then I finally committed to making a profile like a few days before my friend's wedding, so I could keep my mind off of things because I was so nervous to do bridesmaid speeches. Oh boy. Oh, his hair is so cute. Lower this. You can also tag search since you can pick what type of characters you like to draw. There's also a random character user button. I used both the random function as well as like filtering for human OCs, but I don't know if it was because the initial time that I was looking for characters, it kept almost like giving me the same characters. Like I would click or refresh the page or something, or like, I guess it has like page numbers sometimes on the bottom, so I'd move on to the next page, but like 70% of the characters that I saw on page 1 was also on page 2. So it just felt like it took forever to find a new set of characters, I guess. I found a lot though, prior to like asking people to send me their profiles on Instagram. This ear shape is so cute. I'm gonna censor this here. They host mini games in the off season. Oh, wait. I didn't know that. Wait, what kind of mini games do they do? Because that's kind of neat. I tried using Discord, but I couldn't figure it out. I feel like it's a little overwhelming initially. Me and my friends do like a weekly group call. Not so weekly anymore, but typically weekly. And I have one friend who struggles to use Discord all the time. Because she only uses it for communicating with us. I feel like many people who do over 100 attacks either have more simplistic art styles like cheapies, or they're just super locked in. Dude, to be that locked in would be the dream. But yeah, I feel like, but like, there's so many cute simplistic styles out there, or like, even if you're just doing sketches, some people are mad fast. Yeah, visual crafts. Very cool that people are allowed to do that for their attacks on Art Fight. I think that's super neat. Happy Canada Day, Lemon Boy, and to other fellow Canadians. This is my second year and I am Crystal. Hope everyone's having a good start to their Art Fight this year. Yeah! I feel like everyone's so like pumped and happy about Art Fight. It's a good feeling. One attack per day. That's awesome. You were my model when I started digital drawing. I do have the same tablet and it's great. Now I can draw alongside with you. You're awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying drawing. I'm sorry, my brain's like buffering. Thank you. So what does an attack mean and what are you supposed to do when you attack? So basically attacking is drawing someone else's character of the opposite team. From my knowledge, anyone can, you know, jump in and correct me because like I said, I'm a big noob here. But then there's friendly fire, so you draw characters on the same team. That's considered friendly fire, and if you get attacked, meaning that someone drew your character, you can do revenges, so you can, you know, do an art in return of their character. For the most part, I think that's like the basic explanation. Oh, you had the same issue? I think they fixed it, which is great, because I was checking last night to like, you know, see if there was any last minute like characters I wanted to add to my bookmarks. And I think they kind of fixed it a bit, so I'm kind of glad. Oh yeah, I found that kind of interesting. I didn't know you could design OCs for people as an attack. I think that's kind of neat. Because I would see that occasionally on like the pages for characters saying like, design an OC for me. So I think that's kind of like a fun way to participate. But then I'm assuming they're either attacking other people or they're also doing and finding people of the same kind of nature where they will design OCs for people too. Hello Elvira, welcome. Yeah. You still have plenty of time to submit OCs. Oh, adopts. So they allow designing OCs, but I guess you can't do adoptables? Is that how it is? Curly! Hello, welcome. I'm working on a super cute OC right now, trying to do one regular attack and one friendly fire a day. Awesome. Productivity. I would like to do something similar. Probably not per day, but like when I do streaming, I would like to tackle as many characters as I can. Because I think it's fun. But I wanted to start off with an attack. So this person, Elias or Elias? I've heard both pronunciations, but this person is, I believe, on team fossils, so I wanted to start off with an attack, and then I do have another character already locked and loaded, but I wanted to do a friendly fire for them because their color scheme and character is so cute. So if I have time, I will tackle that one as well, but for now we're just gonna focus on drawing this cute. I don't know if this is their persona or their character's name, Sona. This is what we're going to be working on first. And hopefully finishing today, and we'll see if we can get to a second one. I wanted to join, but I'm so confused on how it works. There's a lot of Who's messaging me? There's a lot of shorter videos out there of people explaining what exactly art fight is. And I just like binge watched so many of like people doing tips about art fight, things to do before art fight, like for preparation and all that stuff. So I think there's plenty of resources out there. If you just search art fight into YouTube, you'll find a lot. I was also trying to see whether or not people streamed their art fight submissions, like their attacks or revenges, friendly fires, etc. Or even like, I guess like a lot of people did prep streaming, but it seems like there's still a fair amount of people doing that, so I felt comfortable doing streaming for some of these submissions. So hopefully July will have a lot more streams. No guarantee, but I will try my best. You organized your bookmarks. Couldn't be me. As for the design me and OC thing, it's a bit risky because what if they don't like the design? I would be very nervous, but I'm sure a lot of people are very nice about it if they're, you know, opting for that as like their, what is it called? Their character, I guess, if that makes sense. Because I'm sure they also have like their own criteria for the most part. Maybe like, what is it called? Like color schemes or like theming or like what they're comfortable and not comfortable with. So I'm sure they have some sort of criteria for that. Oh, the adopt thing is to do with the mini games on Discord. Oh, interesting. What do you think of BTS's comeback? I actually haven't heard anything. I'm so out of the loop right now for K-pop stuff that it's crazy. Like, I only keep up with 17 probably and Plave. I used to be like very into too many groups back in like middle school to high school days, but then I slowly, you just lose time. But I'm glad. Are all the members back? I don't remember. Because I think some came back recently, right? If that's what you meant by comeback, then I guess I heard about their return. But if you mean like if they have any songs or preparations like that, then I haven't heard anything on my end. It's probably a very poor tangent, but I'm gonna leave it here. I'll do like an indication of like a fall background, but I'll keep it simple. I might have to ask you guys to help me categorize. Because that'll I'll make these like super simple backgrounds so I don't have to worry about the category. Yeah, I try to follow as many people as I could back to also keep myself to have a reminder of which characters I was looking at prior. I'll probably go back through my followers list and follow some more people again. Can I ask you something about Clip Studio Paint? Sure. I can do my best to answer if I am knowledgeable enough. Do you allow your characters or OCs to be drawn in different species? I don't think I would mind, as long as you can keep their like aesthetic intact, if that makes sense. Or if you have like anything, maybe I should put that, because like I've always seen Kaisen as like cat adjacent-ish in like Masaki squirrel adjacent. If that makes sense. I think I've talked about this before too. But yeah, I think I would be fine with that. I don't have anything against it as long as like the character is recognizable, if you know what I mean. Like if you're planning to draw, let's say, Masaki, but you give him like more of a red and I don't know, purple design, I probably wouldn't be able to tell it's him. So just keep like the general aesthetic intact and I'm okay with that. Your art profile is so cute. Thank you. I'm glad. I was scared it was too bare bones. Wanna draw Kaisen as a cat? Absolutely, go for it. I'm down. Just remember, if you only have like Anthro OCs, I might like not revenge you. Because I'm not confident enough to give your character justice. Yeah, I think this would be a headshot. I'm just thinking about backgrounds, but I might just keep the background super basic. Hello, Dancer Sam. Welcome, welcome. Mariposa, hello. Crafts, hello. Remy, hello. I'm apologizing in advance if I accidentally miss you guys coming into the stream. I know chat's not going super fast, but I do lose my place. Just want to know, how do you have your UI of Clipsio Paint on your iPad? Because I want to try drawing where there's with the big studio mode, but the UI is kind of big. Let me put it. I'm trying to think if there's a good way, because my iPad is technically on the smaller-ish size, so I typically like to sketch, and I guess like because sketching takes me the shortest amount of time, I try to sketch in simple mode. But once we get into other like layers and stuff, sometimes I switch to studio mode. I don't think I have like a particular setup for the iPad. I try to set it up as much as I can to have as little clutter. I don't remember which video I show it. I think it might be the one where I was reviewing the tour box, like their newest one. I think that helped me actually decluttered my space. But if you don't have any external devices or things that you can, what is it called, connect to, so such as like a Joy-Con I've seen people use. I've seen people use keyboards, calculator type keyboards as well, so that you have more shortcuts. You can definitely eliminate a lot of things on your screen. Or if you have a smartphone, you can download Clip Studio Paint on your phone and use your phone as a remote, so that you can have, let's say, your color picker on there, you can have your shortcuts bar on there, you can have a mini viewfinder, so like you can offload some of that bulky window stuff to your Clip Studio Paint, so that could help in theory. Okay, I'm curious. So for background wise, if I did something similar to who has the background that I'm talking about, let me see. If I did a simple background like this, what would this be considered? Let's get rid of Venti here. Cause like, this is a very bare bones background for me, because I'm very much doing a low-key a cop-out of like atmospheric background. So what would this be considered as? I didn't add anything crazy to my art profile because I joined yesterday and it's my first year. I think that's fine. A lot of people are just like, you know, if you're just starting out, just do what you can and have fun with the current event. And then like, you know, if you still enjoy doing art fight, you can definitely spruce it up during like the off season and stuff, right? I don't think there's like any rush to make your profile look cute. I'm jealous of people with cute profiles because mine's a single line of text. You can always spruce it up later though. It's okay. Even like aesthetically putting your text is better than nothing. Even if it's just centering the text. Props design layout. Let's see. Abstract would be random colors that aren't meant necessarily to resemble an art. Ah, okay. Okay, this is good information. Thank you guys for answering a lot of my questions. Thank you guys. I follow you since 2021 and you started my inspiration to get an iPad and got me into digital art world. Apologize for my bad English. Your English is great! Thank you very much for your support. And I'm hoping you're also just enjoying art, so I'm glad. Because I did read up on a lot of the art fight rules and like how they categorize stuff. But I don't know if it's my imposter syndrome just kicking in that I feel like my backgrounds are still subpar. How's your day, Rin? My day was good. Oh, I'm glad to answer, Sam. My day's been good so far. It's been very low-key. I just did a few like fixing stuff with my dad, and that's about it. Grabbed breakfast, hydrated, that's it. I'm prepping for the summer because I feel like the heat's gonna be a bit intense this year, so I was trying to get a new fan and something else set up so that I won't perish in this room when I close the door. Just in case, because if I'm streaming, I don't want to bother people around me. Yeah, I did check the rules and stuff on the Art Fight website, because they have a whole thing describing each section. I just need to lock in and just decide what I consider my backgrounds, I guess. You haven't seen Bungo Stray Dogs? I actually haven't. I'm sorry, guys. What does the XP mean on YouTube? I'm kind of confused by the crown. I think it's just the more you interact with the stream. YouTube did a weird thing where they rank you on like top fans. I find it very annoying, and unfortunately, I think I can't turn it off because it's an experiment that YouTube is doing. I think you guys might be able to turn it off so that you don't have to see the purple, but unfortunately, I can't turn it off. The YouTube god sent me here. I was curious about Art Fight and too scared to start this year, so I'm lurking and watching. No worries. Welcome, welcome. I'm also very new to Art Fight, if that wasn't evident. But welcome, and no worries about just hanging out and lurking. That's perfectly fine. Hello, Izzy. I only started watching you recently, but I love your videos and they really help me with art, but also just with relaxing. Thank you! I appreciate the support. I'm glad you find the videos relaxing. That makes me happy to hear. Okay. Not spoilers, but future video stuff. I am gonna go back and do the character suggestion video and go back to doing the series, and Bungo Stray Dogs is on the top of my list, so I'm gonna do a small little like deep dive into the characters just to get to know them before I start drawing them. But just for clarification, I have not watched the series yet, so I don't know when I'll get to it, but maybe in the future, because I know a lot of people who like it. My friend's also trying to get me to watch like Blue Lock. There's like Apothecary Diaries I still haven't watched. There's a lot of things. I don't have the time to watch things that require to be subbed, I guess. Because I pay too much attention if I have to read. I get what you mean. I feel the same way sometimes, but I think you gain confidence throughout the month, and you can also have a look at how other people classify them. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna definitely do before I submit anything, is to take a look at some of the tags that people have done. The heat's insane this year. Hopefully you guys are keeping hydrated and like staying out of the sun, because I know a lot of you guys also live in areas that are more like warmer weather compared to where I am. Also, don't need to feel too upset if you accidentally mischaracterize something. The mods would know you're not being malicious with it, and they evaluate all the... Oh, okay. That's good. I was wondering how they were able to, like, correct submissions, I guess. Crunchyroll account or not, I no longer do. I used to, but I'm not paying for it anymore. Like, I don't watch it frequently enough for me to make sense to pay for a subscription every month, so I do not currently. Because before, like, my brother and me would be using my account, and even though, like, I didn't have enough time to, like, watch anything, I kept the account alive because my brother would, you know, be consistently watching new things, so I didn't mind, but he kind of stopped watching stuff and I stopped watching things, so I just got rid of it. Okay, I think we might be good to roughen our colors. So I'm trying to make this a little bit neater so we have an easier time cleaning up. But I'm gonna slap a background in first. So I wanted to do something more like fall aesthetic if I can. Like I said, I don't know if I want to do like the blurred backgrounds or if I want to do like flats and slap a grid on it. Rin's user on Artfight? Mine should be the same as, like, all my usernames are typically the same all across the board. So if you just look Rin Spirit Art probably on Artfight, you can probably find me. Should we maybe just do one tree in the background? Artsy for Artsy. Hi Ren, I just wanted to say that I personally love how you use vibrant colors and wish you a lot of luck in Artfight. Thank you! Thank you, thank you. I always... I think my intensity in color keeps like increasing slowly. But I'm glad it doesn't burn people's eyes. Or at least I can hope. So thank you. Don't really remember what brush I used for some of the foliage before. Amazing sketch, thank you. Your sketch is so clean. I think for like headshots, I can keep them relatively clean. When I get more confused about like how I want to do the body or like the character's clothing and stuff, that's when I start to really get in the weeds of like trying to figure things out. I'm using like multiple layers. I should have started with a darker color. Wait a second. But hopefully the cleaner sketch will also just like save me time overall. I drew humans for the first time, and it's not bad for a furry artist who draws elephants. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've really seen that much like elephant characters before, so that's kind of neat. Good job on drawing more humanoid characters too. I do know Idolish 7. It's been a while though. How much art pieces do you think you're gonna do versus how much you want to do? Ooh. I don't really know if I have like a set amount. I would like to... it's unrealistic. If I can do one a day for the next like 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Because I know the last week of July I will be out of the country again. So I won't be able to. I don't know. I don't know how many I would like to do. Because like I said, I would like to prioritize attacks and friendly fire. But I know how my brain works, and I might prioritize defenses and revenges, you know, a little bit later. Because I usually feel bad, but I'm going to hold myself to it and just focus on attacks as much as I can. Oops. So these in again. Do you drink boba, Ren? I do. I haven't in a while, but I do. I always like the classic brown sugar ones though. But more recently, I always gravitate towards like more like fruit teas if I can. Anything yuzu flavor I really like. Passion fruit I really like. Just because I've been trying to decrease the amount of dairy I intake because it messes with like my stomach, unfortunately. And before, I don't know, when I was younger, I would be like, yeah, who cares? I'll take the brunt of it, whatever. No, I don't want to. Suffering through it sucks, so I rather just drink fruit teas mostly, rather than like milk teas. Have you watched Dandadan? I have. I didn't watch all of Dandadan though. Are you planning to render these attacks? I think for headshots I will. Like fully render. If I do any like waist up or like larger pieces, I might do like colored sketches, maybe. We'll see. Sharp render brush tends to get more pixelated easily compared to the other brushes you use, because mine does that and annoys me. I made the render brush from a Jing sketch brush. The sharp render is purely from their what is it called? Jing Sketch's brush set. So I'm pretty sure I did not alter any of the settings unless it had some sort of stabilization or smoothing on it. But I don't think it's like particularly pixelated, is it? I know it has a texture, that's for sure. But I think it still looks clear. Like, other than the edges, because it does have like that graininess. But I like that kind of graininess because it allows me to have a little bit of like faded color as well as like, you know, just a smidge of texture here and there. Looks kind of nice when I'm doing like larger painting on some of the areas. I will do that. Looks kind of neat versus like using a gigantic painting brush, I guess. Right, where it's like definitely softer and like the texture is very, very minimal. But like the closer you go into your drawing, like things are gonna look pixelated. So make sure your canvas is also like large enough. I don't know what I'm doing. Is there a prize for this whole competition? Not from my knowledge. I think it's just like one team wins. Ta-da! It's more like the event itself that I think people are most excited about versus like the overall who teams, like which team would win at the very end. I guess is kind of like just a bonus in that case. At least that's how I interpreted the event, because my main purpose, I just want to draw people's characters for fun that has like a little bit less added pressure. I just don't want to accidentally like screw up the point system by accident is my main concern when doing the submissions, I guess. Oops, I did that on the same layer. Dang. Oh well. So I was gonna pop some clouds on, but... What's your favorite Skate the Infinity character in? Mine is Mia. I'm trying to think who would be my favorite character. I think Longa would be, just like in general, I like that type of character. I think someone DM'd me saying like, I'm gonna attack you or whatever. Oh, I keep forgetting to shut off my Twitch notifications. Oopsies. I'm surprised people still follow me on Twitch. But some of you guys are so freaking speedy. It's crazy. Change the color profile a little bit. Where are you guys coming from? It doesn't make sense. Make this background make a little bit more sense. Cherry and Reki. Summon all the skate fans here. Thank you very much for coming to the stream though, Girly. Hope you have a good time sleeping though. And hopefully the heat won't be too intense this year. Hoping. Thank you for stopping by. I'm always glad seeing some familiar faces in these streams. I always appreciate it. Especially the people who migrated from when I used to stream on Twitch. Curly being one of them. Same with Neil earlier. And Catherine. Longa best boy. Sometimes I feel like I do foliage once and then I don't remember how I do it anymore. DM would feel ominous. It was in good faith. That's okay. I know what they were talking about. But yeah, out of context would be crazy. No worries. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I know, like, I stream at such odd, inconsistent times, but I will try my best to mix it up. So sometimes I'll do my typical midnight stream, just because I know that's sometimes more ideal for some people. And then sometimes I'll do the afternoon stream. So hopefully I'll give plenty of opportunity for people if you would like to stop by and draw along. Too late, 40 degrees, damn. Frozen water ball that I forgot from yesterday in the freezer to keep me company. Dang, 40 is... wow. Because we're only... I think we're at 30 today with 40. Jesus. But once again, thank you for stopping by, Curly. I always appreciate it. Let me turn on a lamp. What's the app you're using for mirroring the Whoa, I can't speak. What's the app you're using for mirroring the Procreate on OBS? I'm using Reflector 4, I believe, but it is a paid app. I used to use a free one, but after switching to a different computer and re-downloading the same program, it seems like they caught on that people were using it for streaming. So I think they changed the program, as well as it's now a paid one as well. But Reflector 4 has been working for the most part for me, so that is what I've been kind of gravitating towards recently. Because there's some other like free alternatives, but some of them are like laggy, or they have like a logo on the screen, so like it just depends on what you're looking for. But right now, yeah, Reflector 4 is good for what I need it to do, for the most part. I'm doing all this foliage like backwards. Yeah, Yeah, you guys should check out Art Fight if you haven't, just to see like whether or not it might be something you're interested in. Just came in by. Say happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day, fellow Canadians. I guess Americans have July 4th coming up as well. Happy birthday, Canada. I should have blurred the whites actually. Alpha lock this, and then do a little bit more dimension. Let's see if I even paint these properly. This is my first time watching a stream. Hopefully it's been okay, and welcome to the stream as well. Thank you for popping in. Trying to animate Kaisen in a subway is difficult. Dude, some of you guys who are doing animations for your submissions, you guys have so much patience. Like, some people have such dedication. I'm very envious. I admire your patience and your skill to do animation. Hopefully I won't just redo the background again. 'Cause I think I'm tempted. Okay. Hello, I'm so excited for Art Fight. I'm working on something for Yorosi Masake. You guys are spoiling me, but thank you. I will try my best to do some revenges though. I definitely will. I don't know if I'll do revenges like on streams or if I'll just like dedicate streams just for like friendly fire and squeaky chair and just like attacks. But thank you. Thank you for drawing my OCs, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do remember you saying in a video that you went to art school. I'm going to go into an art school when I graduate, so I was wondering if you had any advice. So I think there is like a slight misconception. I went to a normal university in my province, but I majored in fine arts. So the program is going to be different than people who specifically go to an art school, because if, to like my knowledge, if you go to a school, like a normal university, and you do fine arts, you're typically doing almost like a general art degree, almost in a way. But I believe if you go into like more of a actual art school, you can like really specify what you're doing and specialize in like certain areas more so. Because a lot of people in my major came out being like triple, how do I explain it? Like it wasn't specifically painting, wasn't specifically drawing. Like all of us had like drawing, painting, intermedia, or like painting, intermedia, sculpture under our specialized area, because we are forced to take like 5 different areas that we have to do. So I did drawing, painting, printmaking, intermedia, and a mixture. I did design for part of the year, and then I did also sculpture. So I did kind of like a back and forth. So it does differ. But if you have any questions that maybe I can specifically answer, I could probably help out. But I didn't go specifically to like an actual art school, if that makes sense. Because I have a fine arts degree, and like low-key means that like I do artwork that's similar to what you find in like art galleries, if that makes sense. Because a lot of us did a lot of like intermedia. So installation work, we did a lot, interactive work, anything that's a little bit more abstract as well. Paintings, I did more portraitures and like surrounding family identity, as well as in drawing. There was no like 500 level drawing, so I couldn't really delve into it, but I would have loved to. Hopefully that kind of makes sense, but I can answer like more specific questions if you have any. If you haven't applied, I highly recommend looking up the school that you want to apply to see what's their portfolio requirements, just to make sure that you have every part of their criteria basically knocked out of the park prior to like the year that you want to submit your stuff, if that makes sense. Because application process for like art schools or like art programs are definitely different than your typical post-secondary applications, I would say. Do you prefer teal or blue? Ooh, I think I prefer teal than blue. Like a blue-green, I think I prefer more. Who are you drawing? Sorry for my English. I'm drawing, on the screen it says like E_Elias SS, and I believe it's their persona and or their OC Sona. So this is a character from someone on Art Fight. Hello, Call. Welcome. Acrylic painting? Awesome. Are you doing it for Art Fight, or is it just like personal piece, a gift, for fun? lighting to be? Like if I want him to be backlit. What's your art fight name? Art fight name is same as all my usernames across the board, so you can just look up Rinspirit art. Or Rinspirit_art, I believe. Thank you very much for coming to the stream though, Raka, and thank you for answering all my art fight questions. I really do appreciate it. Have a good night. Sakamoto Days, Sign of Affection. Both of them I have not watched. To Be a Hero I haven't watched. Anything like recent I definitely have not watched though. Granted, I don't think some of those are super recent. Sakamoto Days I do want to watch though for sure. If I think that's the one that I'm thinking of. I like this character's eye color though. Just like general aesthetic, so cute. Which team did you pick? I picked Team Crystals. But I liked both teams. I just gravitate towards like purples more than I do towards like a ochre yellow. Just for fun. It's kind of fun to mess around with acrylic paints. Acrylics I do find difficult to use, even though I preferred them over oils every time. Nice. I guess we're keeping up a good pace. I like that some of you guys are doing your art fights alongside with me. I think it's cute. And also like the little mini updates. It's nice to have. Have you heard about K-pop Demon Hunters? I have. I'm not like a big movie person, so I can't guarantee I'll ever watch it, but I like all the content that I'm seeing. Art question mark? I don't know what you're referring to, but yes, art. I love this warmer aesthetic. Like I said, like I tend to gravitate towards like blues, teals, and greens, but I love warm aesthetic so much. Or like warmer lighting, maybe. Can you do oil painting videos for your OC run? I might have to double check if I can, because I know like I don't have good ventilation where I am, so I don't want to accidentally be in with the fumes and stuff or accidentally set this place on fire. So Yeah. I will have to double check. Also, Sarah does art. Hi Rin, what's your art fight user? Mine is the same as my current username here. So rinspirit_art is what is my name on art fight. I remember there's like a water-based, I feel like it's backwards. There's like some sort of oil painting that's like very safe for at-home use, I guess. Because I wish I kept all of my oil paints, but I think I gave them to one of my, what's it called? Like when I was in 3rd year, I gave it to somebody in 2nd year because I knew I wasn't going to use it. Because I switched from doing acrylics to avoid oil painting, but I didn't really like acrylics all that much, so I switched to watercolor as soon as I can. Taught myself how to do watercolor during the summer before my 3rd year, I think. And then, yeah, just committed doing only watercolor, gave my oil paints to somebody else. So I forgot to do further shadows before doing the hair. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain. I wonder how long rendering's gonna take for me. Hopefully not too long. My goal is always to do the character justice if I can, so I'm not gonna speedrun these by any means. My current attack is a really cute Sonic OC. I'm gonna try to find as many Sonic OCs as I can. I think it's a good cute thing to do, Sonic OCs. They have such like fun shapes to like the character designs. How long do you plan to stream today? Right now it's only been an hour and a half. I think I'll go until 6 p.m. for myself. Or close to 7 p.m. just so I can make sure I can eat dinner. Prepare for the evening. But I think I can go for at least 2 more hours probably. I would probably say be the closest time frame I can give you. Unless like something comes up, then I will obviously just like stop stream earlier if I need to, but I think I can go for at least 2 hours more. Because if I can finish at least this person's OC, there's another one that I would like to do today. And it would be fun to do it on stream, I think. So we'll see how much progress I can get done though. This is my first live video. Welcome! Welcome, welcome. Can you draw Sonic characters as humans, Ren? I don't know. Maybe if I want to do a challenge, I can consider doing that. I think I don't do a lot of like character designing challenges because character design usually is not like my focus nor my interest typically. Which is kind of why like I want to just have fun drawing other people's OCs right now. Get kind of like orangey yellow eyes, so I'll start off for base. Is the brush you're using right now imported or is it in Procreate? It is technically imported. So if I remember correctly, it's based off of a Jing Sketch's brush set brush, but I've changed a lot of the settings to match my gnome needs. It's kind of more of like a flat painting round brush that has very soft edges. So like if I use it on a smaller scale, it has kind of like sharper edges for the most part, but if I blow it up to be really large, I can get some like more of like an airbrush effect, as well as like using less pressure, I can slowly build up a gradient. Because I don't like to physically blend colors, I kind of just like layer the colors and then pick up the new color that's in between, if that makes sense. It's very good. I've watched it several times now as someone who doesn't really even listen to much K-pop. Ah, interesting. I think it definitely gained more fans, I guess, to even people who didn't know K-pop that much. I think people really enjoyed the animation and kind of its silliness as well. So that's kind of nice. This is cute so far. I love the soft colors. Happy art fight. Thank you. I don't know if it's like the official art fight people. I don't know, but thank you. This is my first year too. Yay! I'm glad like a lot of people are testing out art fight this year. Me, myself included. Water mixable oils. I think that's maybe the one that I've heard people use, because it's definitely more home friendly, so you don't have to worry about like mixing solvents and whatever it was. Because I know like people use linseed oil. I don't remember grapeseed oil is another one, but like not using a solvent and stuff to wash like let's say your rags or your brushes and stuff, because we've always had stories of our, what is it called, our techs talking about people accidentally lighting our garbage cans on fire during our studio days because of the amount of oil from oil painters. So, yeah. What brush are you using? This is just a painting brush. It's not like a specific one from Procreate. So it's just called Paint, and I put a clover next to it just so kind of like that I've messed around with the settings. But I'm pretty sure it's probably from Jing Sketches' painting brush or like a soft brush or something in here. I don't really remember. It might have been like the flat painting stream brush initially, but I changed like the shape of one of these to just like to be kind of like a soft circle. So it might be this brush. I don't really remember. It's been too many years since I've been using this one. Hello, Alan. Welcome. What's something you dislike about drawing and rendering? I think it's just the amount of time. I typically like the entire process and I usually enjoy it, so I don't have too many like dislikes per se. Part of it's like, it's mostly like user error. Like I'm prepping myself up for failure. So if I don't treat my lines clean enough before I merge everything, I will definitely have a harder time rendering. I think like drawing in general, sometimes if you don't have like, how to explain this, the discrepancy between what you imagine versus what you put down on the paper or on your canvas, if it's not what you wanted, that can be very frustrating. How do you like using the regular iPad? Currently stuck between purchasing standard iPad and the Air, the bigger screen option. I like my current iPad, but I know a lot of people don't see the reason why I would, but I like it for the size. I don't really need all the fancy features from the other ones, especially for like the price point. I want to keep the price as low as possible if I can. I did upgrade in terms of my very first iPad to this one due to space. Because initially when I first bought my iPad, I was not too sold on the fact that I was going to be like, you know, doing majority of my artwork on Procreate. I thought I was going to be using Paint Tool SI and only using my iPad for like vacations. So I bought only the 32GB one, which was a mistake, but it's okay. For the price point, like I said, you can't really complain about it if you were just looking for like the bare minimum. But it depends on really what you want. So I would look at the specs and compare and see, are the specs of the Air what you want versus like, let's say the standard normal iPad 10, iPad 11, whichever series we're on. Otherwise, the size is perfect for me. It fits in my favorite purse currently, so I don't want to haul around a gigantic iPad by having a laptop bag or like a large rectangular messenger bag. This one fits in my purse perfectly. It's not too bulky, so it just works for my needs for the most part. I love watching your streams and YouTube videos. Thank you, Drawing with Your. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the support. One of my favorite parts of just like drawing in general is probably playing around with the colors. So I'm glad that someone earlier said that they really like that I use vibrant colors. Because I remember back when I was in high school, middle school, I think, and I used to do like point commissions on DeviantArt. There's like one person's comment that I really remember that I really liked from a commissioner, and it was the fact that they were glad that I used vibrant colors that didn't burn their eyeballs. So I found that flattering. Which crystals or fossil team you're in, Rin? I am in crystals. Yes, if I missed some people's I was gonna say comments, this is the chat. What's your username on Artfight? I'm a huge Kaisen fanboy, and if he's on your profile, I'd love to use this as an excuse to draw him. My Artfight username is the same as my current username, so you can just look up rinspirit_art and you should be able to find him. He is, I think, the second character on my profile, so he is definitely there. Your painting style is so pretty. How long does it usually take for you to render your pieces? Depending on the complexity of the character or just like the general piece for the most part. I would say minimum 3 hours, I would think. But it can go up to like, I don't know, 16 hours easily if I spend too much time on one area, or if it has like more of a complicated background or the character, or I just messed up not cleaning up my sketch prior to rendering. So I have a lot to clean up. So I would say minimum 3 hours. I don't know if I'll go faster today or slower than usual, so we'll see. Have I ever drawn Stray Kids? I'm trying to remember. I think I have not. But I have a lot of mutuals who do. That's for sure. I think there's a user called Blueberry Moons that does a lot of Stray Kids, I think. I think it's them. Okay, let me go back to the eyes. I think I'm jumping around too much. I'm just excited to render their hair eventually. Yeah, I might not give them the extra highlight. Let's keep the center one. More of like a white pupil. So make sure to hydrate, guys. I know we're like, I think almost 2 hours in. So if you haven't, make sure to hydrate, or if you need to stretch, do that. Grab a snack if you can, or if it's late for you, go to sleep. Just make sure to take care of your body. What? Currently trying to finish modeling taiyaki in a blender? Oh my god, I read that so wrong. Taiyaki in blender. I'm so sorry. I remember you talking about you wanting to do more 3D stuff, right? I think, Star Girl? Favorite Alien Stage character is Till and Hyuna. They're my favorites. I do like Mitzi, and the ending ruined me, but you know. It's Alien Stage, what can you expect? Your coloring is one of the things I've sat and stared at and watched you for, because I love how it looks and I want to learn to replicate a similar style. Oh, thank you! I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys like my coloring. Hello, Martinez. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to fix my shirt. What's happening? I was like, okay, in my brain, I was like, oh, Stargirl wanted to do 3D stuff. So I was like, oh, she's making taiyaki like in a blender for like 3D stuff. And for some reason, I just stuck "va" in there and changed the entire sentence. So technically, yes, but I knew what you were talking about in a way. It just, for some reason, I did picture taiyaki in an actual blender in Blender. If that makes sense. Hello, Toby. How long does it usually take to draw backgrounds? Depends on the background. I'm gonna try to remember which one. Like floral backgrounds, it kind of varies depending on if I put more effort into the backgrounds of like individual flowers. Excuse me. Or even like this one's very simple because I did more of like blurring. I'm trying to remember which other one had more of a... I think it's my S-Coops one, but this one's like based off of a reference, if I can find him. Like this one's blurred still, but it's based off of a reference, so I don't have to do too much thinking. This one's based off of a reference, so same thing. Didn't have to do too much thinking. But it kind of depends. Sometimes it takes me a few hours, sometimes it goes by quickly. Byebye before. I have. It's probably been a while. It's definitely not my favorite, just because like even the lighting for him. I have this one. I just don't like how I drew his face, so he might get a redo. I don't know. I also don't like the backgrounds. It's very much like a cop-out because I copied and pasted so many of the flowers I drew. So there's too many like repetitive shapes that I don't like in that one. So let me see if I can knock out the coloring really quick and then we can get to rendering. Because I would ideally like to start on another character soon. But because I'm a bit distracted, I keep hopping around and not finishing certain areas right away. Blue Lock. Blue Lock is definitely one of the ones that my friends recommended me to watch. There's like another sports anime I think they wanted me to take a look at too. I can't really see what this is. Okay, let me get the base of their outfit. Do you have a favorite Haikyuu character? Tsukushima's your favorite. I like. This is gonna be very generic and very generalized, but pretty much all the setters I like in Haikyuu from like all the teams. Because I like Oikawa, I like Sugawara, I like Tobio. Or not Kageyama, I was gonna say that. Kageyama is Tobio. But Kenma, I like Akashi. But the exceptions, I guess, for me would be Yaku is one of my favorite. I have like a keychain of him on one of my bags, I believe. I still have him on there. But I feel like you can't go wrong with any of the Haikyuu characters of being your favorite, honestly. I love Haikyuu. Love them a lot. Pink or green do you prefer? Ooh. I have a very specific pink and green that I like, but if I had to pick, I think I would pick green. But both colors of pink and green, I don't really like uber like saturated colored versions of them, if that makes sense. Like neon colors of either of them is not my favorite. I should put the little band across, or like an indication of it at least. Finally managed to watch one of your streams while you're actually live. Hello everyone. Aka, welcome. I'm trying to figure out if you're the the same person I've been talking to the entire time. Sometimes I recognize people's usernames and sometimes I don't. But hello. Only being a little wary because I know I saved some of your guys' OCs on Art Fight. Are you eating your reference, Star Girl? Kageyama too? Yes, all the Haikyuu characters are very lovable. I think that's why it's also just a good watch. Like they have very good character building. The driving plot I like. I love Haikyuu. I think if I have too many characters on Art Fight that I want to like draw, maybe I'll just do like these kinds of colored sketches type of thing. But this one I will render for sure. Do you have a gradient sleeve? Oops. Oh, that is you, okay. Yeah, some people's usernames I do recognize, so thank you for confirming. I believe I have an OC of yours that I am planning to draw. Because a lot of you guys were giving me tips and like just talking about art fight with me, so thank you. Hello, Regina. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. Hopefully you're also doing very well. I might bleed in some of that teal bluish green in the back. Some of these areas. I want to give it a little bit of like a green tinge, because I know some ginkgo leaves have like the not a fully green leaf, and it's kind of like changing from green to yellow. Might be cute. Watching you here from Brazil. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Korean Prince, welcome. Hello, Hannah Art. You stopped streaming on Twitch? For now. I'm still debating whether or not I'm gonna stay on YouTube and stream or go on to Twitch to stream. I'm still kind of debating. I know a lot of people said to stay on YouTube, which is why I'm still sticking around a little longer. But I did mention it before that I kind of like the customizability on Twitch a little bit better. But I could just suck it up and just open members here instead, so you guys can have like emotes and stuff. Because I think Twitch is just a tad more like interactive for you guys. Mini Dow, hello. Am I drawing fast? I actually don't know. I feel like some people are like actual speed. Crazy how fast they can draw, but thank you. I think it's also because like headshots tend to be easier for me. Hello, Wanderlust. Welcome. First time watching live from you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. My art fight and pretty much every other social media is under a different name other than my YouTube. I think that's why it's like confusing for some people, right? I feel like mine looks a little silly on my profile because it just says Rin Spirit, Rin Spirit, Rin Spirit underneath all the media thing on Art Fight, where it lists everything. Let's get his earring. Might change the lighting just a smidge, just because I don't know if he looks a little too neutral right now. Seen a bunch of people switch to YouTube too. Yeah, I guess here and there, like a lot of people are kind of like flip-flopping for the most part too, right? I'm good, thanks. Unfortunately, it's late here, so I'm going to sleep. I just wanted to say hello. Good luck with Art Fight. Thank you, Regina, and good night. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. to incorporate more of this like teal blue color though. I think that's why I'm accidentally like neutralizing it a lot, but I do like this color combination. Also love Kageyama a lot. It was my birthday last weekend and my friend gave me a small Tobio figurine. So cute. That's very cute. Also happy belated birthday. That's very cute. I love when friends know like your own interests or like hyperfixations and stuff. It's very cute when they go very specific. Trying to see if I forgot anything super major. And then I think we'll add a... I might make them backlit. We'll see. And then I will adjust the colors with an overlay layer. And then we can merge everything and actually start to spruce this up because I would like to fix it up right now. I'm shocked you're already coloring, girl, you're fast. I think for like more simple ones I get the coloring fast, but rendering takes me a bit, usually. Oh, you rushed your reference sheets? It's okay. They look great, so I'm glad you got them up. Have a favorite My Hero Academia character? I don't know if I do. Boku no Hero Academia like wasn't my favorite. I think it was fun at the time when I was watching it, but I'm not like super attached to any of the characters. Eddie's cute though. Most of my other accounts are under I think I've already talked about the my usernames being silly looking on Artfight. But I think it's like as long as you have maybe consistency where you want it to have consistency for your username, I think that's good. Otherwise, have fun. Play around with your name and your existence on the internet. Honestly, I don't really like Twitch that much, and I just find YouTube more convenient to watch on. I think that's with most people, that's for sure. Because like the notification system also not my favorite. It was just easier for me to like always make a YouTube post to say, hey, I'm live on Twitch. But like there is improvements from the initial time of when YouTube was like very first getting into live streaming till now, so I'm glad they made a lot of changes that are more optimal. Do you plan to rewatch MHA when season 8 ends? Probably not. Like I said, I'm not super attached to any of the characters. So I probably just get like a bunch of updates from my friends who do watch it. And I'll do the ginko leaf like design on his sleeve probably later. Oh, maybe I should have included the tail. Would it be too late? Let me see. Oh, maybe I won't. We'll just move on. Let me change our line colors. I feel like the composition, I think it might look a little weird if I try to include the tail, since it's mostly just a headshot here. You went to some conventions before, right? You have some tips. I'm thinking about selling in an artist alley for the first time. Do you have like specific concerns about tabling at like a artist alley? I can definitely give you some pointers if you have anything specific that it's like making you super worried. Hopefully I can help calm your nerves a bit about it. Because I've done 4 different events, but I've done a lot of them multiple times throughout like several years of tabling. Is that the Twitch ads are insane? I don't like ads at all, but my goodness, I used to get like 5 minutes. That's true. Yeah, they would have like series of like, I don't know, a minute or 2 ads, but there's like, it always says like 1 out of 3 or whatever. It is a bit crazy. But I guess that's how they would get their revenue technically. I think technically there's going to be like a difference because one's going to be M Creeper, thank you. I hate a baby. What is happening? But thank you so much. Also, you guys never feel like you have to donate, okay? But thank you, I appreciate it. What was I talking about though? I think the longevity of your table, as well as like your own sanity and just like wanting to have fun at tabling, focus both on fandoms that do well. So like look up at popular current events. Right now, I think K-pop Demon Hunters is definitely the biggest hyperfixation for people. Alien Stage is not doing too bad right now. Things like gacha games do very well, like ZZZ. Genshin and Honkai do very well as well at like anime events, just anything that's more like current. But if you have your own hyperfixations towards like certain series, just make them. Like even if it's in a small quantity, just make them, because you will have more fun connecting with people who have the same interests as you, and they will get so much like serotonin and excitement seeing that like just one artist has the same interests as them. So at the time, I was one of the only people who did like VTubers, as well as like ensemble stars. So I was known as like the VTuber ensemble stars booth, low-key, for a bit. Otherwise, you can go like super niche into like specific type of merchandise. I was the one who also did like idol Genshin photo cards rather than just like the normal photo cards at my events as well. But to make the most out of like paying off your table, obviously mainstream stuff is gonna work the best. People have been drawing even like Labubus and stuff, so that's also very popular. People have been doing gacha systems or blind bags and mystery bags, but you might have to double check with your event whether or not they allow them. But those things like garner a lot of hype and like excitement, and people tend to come back or spend more, that kind of stuff, I guess. Because if you're not into any fandom, generic cute things also do very well, just in general at like anime events. Because I know for me, like I I am a fan of K-pop, and like I was more 17 focused, but my worst tabling profit margin, I guess, was a K-pop event because I didn't have enough variety or enough things that were current, I guess, at the time. So it's always good to have at least like a mixture of both. When it comes to art, other than anatomy, I also struggle with coloring and shading. I think all of like your art struggles and stuff will like slowly get better and better the more you do it though. Or like, not the more you do it, like you gravitate towards like certain stylistic things, or like you'll work on it slowly. I know some people like pigeonhole themselves being like, I have to work strictly on anatomy, that kind of stuff. But as long as like you're having fun doing your art, just naturally let it go its course, and then like if you want to improve certain things, you can definitely do that. Because anatomy is like something I want to do because I want to do more like dynamic posing, which is why like headshots and stuff is typically more comfortable for me because I like drawing faces more. But you don't want to like pigeonhole yourself, like I said. So like it would be good to branch out, but like don't hyper fixate to the point where you only do anatomy or only do a certain thing, and then if you see no progress, you might get like demoralized or like demotivated. Hopefully that kind of makes sense what I'm talking about, because I know like people work very differently, but I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Hello, Christy Chang. Ankyo. Or Akio. Welcome, welcome. I just did my first artist alley and I personally totally flopped, but I also didn't have a ton of different things to sell at 6 prints and 6 keychains. But I think that's like the risk, right? It's either you have too many things and you don't sell, so you have an overabundance of like extra stock and stuff. Otherwise, you kind of lowball and then not having like you don't have enough stuff. So it is a lot of trial and error, unfortunately. But just have fun at your first convention or like your first artist alley. Kind of feel the vibe of the event and like the type of people that typically go to the event. Also, if you know you, what is it called? Are going to be doing like a lot of future events and you have a little bit of extra money to spend, a card reader of some sort will help a lot. Not everybody brings cash anymore, so having card really helps. Because I know one year when I realized that card became a little bit more prevalent, I didn't have like a card reader, and because of that, I missed out on a lot of sale opportunities. But that being said, also have cash. Have a cash float. If not, make sure you can have the guts to talk to other people to, you know, be like, hey, do you have a change for 20? So that you have some money to float around to give people their change. Because I think right off the bat, there was a person who they used the $100 bill to pay something that was like $5, and we only had like smaller change, so they almost like took out our entire float. Because I am so used to people not using such large bills to pay for like smaller items. So I was like very tempted to go find the nearest bank to pull a little bit more cash. But luckily it evened out, so I didn't have to worry about it too much. Do you have a favorite OC? If so, who? Masaki is forever my favorite, but I do love all my OCs. I think the ones that I draw the most is probably Masaki, Kaisen, and Moriko are the ones that I draw the most. You almost done with your attack? I just have to finish coloring my lines and simple color background. Some of you guys are speedy. Okay, so I'm just gonna lighten some of these lines here and then I will get to rendering. We should be okay to move on to rendering though. So merge that. I will also actually wait a second. Do you want to make these a smidge lighter? I'm just gonna see how it looks if I make them backlit instead. I like the warmth more, but this fits the lighting. Rim lighting. I might knock back the multiply even a little bit more. Let's see. I had some stock for Alien Stage and Genshin because I have a shop, but I was thinking of what I could get more close to people liking there. Ooh. I guess it depends on what target audience you're specifically trying to go for, because there's plenty of old and new people who attend like the convention, because I have people even asking for like, oh, do you have Sailor Moon, or like, you know, so something a little bit on the older side, or like people who ask for like, oh, do you have Apothecary Diaries, so something more like, you know, on mainstream, I guess. But I think some people might like K-pop Demon Hunters, even if you want to do more generic designs, Labubus, anything that's like on the cuter side, I guess, of things. Hello, Lily, welcome. Masaki is the favorite child for real. I was telling my friend that. It's still that swimming meme where it's like the one parent's lifting the child like out of the water, and then I have one kid drowning, which is probably Kaisen, and then the rest of them are underneath as like the skeleton at the very bottom. Masaki is my favorite technically. Kaiju number 8. I have not. That was like one that my friend told me to watch if I wanted to draw more like recent characters, I think, as well. See if I want to make this less intense. A little bit warmer. And then I'm gonna adjust our overlay because I don't like muting this too much. I want to bring some of the warmth back. For cooler side on this side. This more green. Okay. I think we are ready for rendering. Hopefully it won't take too long. Let's see. I'm from Brazil, so here we fortunately have a thing called Pix, and people can pay through a phone app, like a digital card, so this isn't a problem. Oh, that's great! I know like some places in Asia also have like WeChat Pay as well, or like there's like an alternative, so that's great that that's not a concern. Because I would feel bad if you lose sales just because you're not able to accept card or something like that too. You started like 20 minutes after the game started. Dang, some of you guys are fast. Ah, welcome back, Melly. Hopefully work went well. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Thank you. I literally went to the start of the stream to watch the progress and my jaw is wide open. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like the art. I posted my first attack like 10 minutes after art fight started. I started the attack yesterday and now I'm working on my next one. I'm going to have it done by tomorrow, trying to have one every day. Oh dang. I know like some people, yeah. usually you start as soon as the event starts so that people don't do too many attacks prior. Because I think it sways the points, I think. You haven't watched Bleach? I think as a kid I watched Bleach. Same with like Naruto and like anything that was on the TV at the time. I did watch. I wasn't really an anime kid too much as a kid, other than like Pokemon. But occasionally there's like Bleach, or I guess like Yu-Gi-Oh was more like Saturday cartoons. But I didn't really like get super into Bleach nor Naruto. Okay, just to make sure I didn't mess anything up too much. Yeah, we'll put the ginkgo leaves later. Hopefully the color scheme doesn't look too off with this being so bluish green now. Maybe I'll adjust the colors at the very end too. Let's render. Spruce this up as much as we can before I submit this one, and hopefully we can get a little bit of sketching done of our second character that I wanted to draw today. Glad he doesn't look derpy anymore. I was worried that this was gonna suffer from like first drawing of the day syndrome. Oh, congratulations on finishing the artwork that you were working on, Hollylight. How does one do all this in 2 hours? Wow. I feel like headshots are a little bit easier for me to knock out though. I hope people don't mind. So I think my worry is always like trying to make the character look like the character, and hopefully me skewing the colors didn't screw it up too much. How many attacks have you done so far? This is my first one. I didn't have time to work on any like earlier because I had to help my dad finish some stuff first. Fixing some electronics. Our fan situation here. Before the summer heat really kicks in. Because July and August gets pretty hot. I'm gonna have to move his pupil. Or I guess his entire iris over, maybe. Do you do friendly fire? I do. The next one actually that I want to do after this one's a friendly fire. Because I don't remember if I already knew that they were on the same team or if they were kind of like, what is it called? Spectator earlier? And then I just like their OC. But they're on Team Crystals, the other one that I want to do. This one's on Team Fossils, so... I will be doing friendly fires. are ants in my room and I don't even bring any food. This is why I prefer winter. This is the same problem I'm having there, Stargirl. I tried not to eat in this room because of the same issue. Luckily, I think I've been here long enough now that the ants just don't really show up as much. This place was like a little bit unoccupied for a while, so I'm sure the ants were making themselves very comfortable at the time. I want to fluff out his hair actually slightly. Like widen it on this side. Is it okay if I join art fight despite being a beginner kinda? Yeah, for sure. I think there's plenty, there's like a whole range of like new people, veterans, as well as like skill levels like everywhere, so it's definitely okay to join, for sure. It's okay. It's okay, Aka. You should go draw if you want to draw though. Don't make me hold you back. Okay, let me finish the eyes and then we'll move on to hair, just so that we can streamline the process a little bit more. Every time I get distracted, I keep jumping from place to place. Art fight. It might be easier to find someone else explaining it, but you basically are on two teams, basically one or the other. So this year it's crystals versus fossils, and you attack the other team to earn points, and attacks are just basically drawings that you do for other people. So when you attack the other team, you draw characters and OCs from other users from the opposite team to earn points. And then there's friendly fire, meaning that you draw characters from your same team. And you can earn, I think it's up to 75% of normal points, I believe. Like, it's different this year, I think. And then there's like defenses or revenges, which is like, if a person drew your character, you can draw their character in return. It's just a fun kind of like art game to celebrate people's OCs, basically. I think is probably the best way to describe it. Question mark. I highly recommend if you join, read the rules as well as like look up videos of people talking about it to see if it's something you want to actually do. Just because like I think it's something that I think people should kind of like preserve the integrity of to a certain degree, as long as people are like following the rules and stuff, if that makes sense. Because at its core, it's just like a fun game to celebrate people's OCs and, you know, sharing art, building that community. No. Someone's a scammer, gets a few free OCs. Well, basically you're drawing for free regardless. Like, you shouldn't draw someone's OC to think that you're getting one in return. If that makes sense. Like, if you draw something for me, you can't guarantee that I'll draw something for you back. That's not technically the purpose of art fight. The main purpose is that you want to draw someone else's OC, not that you want to receive something in return. So technically there is no scamming. Yeah, read the rules on what it is, because it's not exactly art trading. And there's like a whole submission process for like points and stuff, so if you plan to join, read rules. See if it's something you're interested in, because like I mentioned, it's not a way for you to get art from people. It's more like a way for you to draw for others in a way. You're not missing the stream. Besides, I got excited for art fight. I couldn't actually draw at all since the event started, so it's a good way to calm myself down for a bit. Okay. As long as you're also getting rest, that's okay too. You posted your first attack of the year. Exciting. For a question for people who know art fight super well, do people still draw other people's OCs? I know like there's mini games during like off season, but do people still draw other people's OC during the off season as well? Or is it just like for the main event? Because I was not aware that there were mini games. They slayed their character design is a cute way of describing it. Yeah, because like there's a few mutuals that like I never interact with, and I saw that they're an art fight. I'm just like, I'm gonna go ham drawing their OCs. So I think there's 2 or 3 people I saw that I want to draw their OCs. I want to fix this eye shape a smudge. let's put a small indication of the eyebrows and then I'll move on to hair probably. To start a second after getting a drink and a snack. Dude, you're like fully locked into drawing. That's awesome. Oops. Kind of erase these stray lines. Hopefully keep things a little bit cleaner. There's definitely some things I should have erased like prior to merging my layers. Let's do a quick sweep around then. Be a little bit easier. I mean, it's like a super big event, so I guess I can see that too, yeah. Yep, you can post it on the site, but most people have their Discord or Toy House listed somewhere. Ah, okay, I see. Because I know I bookmarked so many characters. I know I can't get to all of them because of the amount of time. Oh, maybe I should join the Discord then. I want to do that for the off season. I guess like the moderators would be very diligent about that, right? Hopefully they can spot if anyone's cheating by using AI. And it doesn't really make sense too. It's like, what do you gain from that? That's cute though, if you draw other people's OCs but it's in your sketchbook. It's like OC appreciation, but it's just for you. But like in a way it's just like fan art, right? So that's cute. Wait, is everyone having ants? I guess it's summer. The summer season for everybody. Not everybody. A lot of people though. It's the summer season. close this reference and then put the, or at least swap it, because I think, oops, maybe I shouldn't do that. Please. I swear this reference tool hates me. Jeez. So this works now. It always like feels like it gets stuck upside down or on the side. Even though I know my canvas I started vertically. Moths and mosquitoes. There's like strangely 1 year in my province we had like no mosquitoes. Or like, cause like we had 1 year where they felt like they were vicious, but like suddenly they felt like they disappeared. I think they're slowly coming back of becoming like more of a nuisance again. Cause I remember it used to be like so bad. But I went camping with my friends, I think like around the end of August, and I think like the mosquitoes were already either gone or like non-existent. Granted, I don't know when is like high mosquito season. My brain is exploding because drawing. I don't know if that's a good thing, Sakurai. Exploding in a good way, or you need to take a break. So maybe you should go do that. I don't want to say your name. Aredis? Welcome, welcome. Hello. Apologize for butchering your name. The many I's and R's throws me off a little bit. If you guys are not aware about Artfight, I think it'd be easiest to look it up. So it'd be good to read all the rules and stuff before you get started. Ants early in the spring. Ants, yeah. Whenever like winter is gone, the ants will come back. That's for sure. In Brazil during summer, ants literally walk on you. Oh god, no. I would hate that. Ohio swampland? Ohio has swampland? For some reason I always imagine it was just like... Granted, my US geography is very poor. I don't know if I can point to where Ohio is on the map. So I feel like I'm just not too sure about anything about Ohio. You get too shy showing your art? I think that's okay. Art can be just for yourself. In a way that's probably more enjoyable too, right? When it's not for other people. Also, I saw some people doing like really cute ways of like displaying their attacks because they put like little borders around their artwork for the thumbnail, right? That's so cute. Maybe I have to make one before I submit anything. Because I think that's such a cute way to make your page look a little bit more aesthetic too. When I visited the Philippines back in January, I got a lot of mosquito bites on my foot, got swollen, which never happened to me before. Oh, are you allergic to mosquito bites? Whenever my brother and I got mosquito bites when we were younger, they were like normal. But when we went to Japan a couple of years ago, my friend, like both my friends, me and my brother both went, so like the four of us went on the trip. And when we got bitten by mosquitoes, me and my brother's legs and like, it was mostly our legs I think because we were mostly wearing like long sleeves but we're wearing shorts. We got bitten on our legs and they were swelling a lot. Like the mosquito bites were like massive. So I think me and my brother are like kind of allergic to the bites because my friends, they both were like normal size mosquito bites. Ours were like humongous, like probably at least the length of my thumb per mosquito bite. It just looked so strange because the swelling was so bad. Yeah, the frames are cute. Ohio is the swamp? Oh, okay. It's up by the Great Lake. Oh, so it is higher up than I thought. Hmm. You got 7 people to attack? Oh, dang. Hello, Taylor. Hello, Ari. Thank you. I'm trying to remember. I might have found this person by random browsing. I don't remember if they submitted their username on Instagram or anything, but I think I followed them and then they commented on my profile. So I went back to look because, like I said, I was planning on doing a different character for today, but I wanted to start off with an attack rather than just a straight up friendly fire. So today we're working on this one. If I have time later, I will work on a friendly fire as well. But I might take a while rendering this one. Because they had very cute OCs, but I really like this one a lot because of their little fall outfit. Because some of them I did just find randomly browsing the random feature, as well as like when I did the tag search, I did only humanoid characters. So I found a few on there. This chair's so squeaky. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It was a bit swollen and itchy. I don't usually go outside of the house due to mosquitoes. I mean, granted, if you get like a lot of swelling from mosquito bites and stuff, I wouldn't really go outside either, to be honest. Originally, I was working on a contest entry, but then I saw your live and got motivated to do art fight. Hello and welcome. I'm glad I can motivate you to do art fight, but hopefully you can work on your contest entry submission as well. And hopefully the contest goes well. I want to see like if I have time, other than art fight, just in more like spirit of art fight, there is like 3 or 4 mutuals that I want to just draw their OCs and just like gift it to them and run. So I might do that this month too. Kind of like in the spirit of art fight, because I know I think all of them don't have profiles on art fight, so I will find time to draw their OCs. One of them was like a commissioner I had. Or not a commissioner, I commissioned them. And then another one's like just a mutual on Instagram. And then 2 of them are like online friends that I want to gift. You're 5, you got a black eye from a mosquito? Oh my god, you're fragile. You don't have an OC? That's okay. There's always in the future you can make one. Wait, that's so cute. Someone drew 2 full bodies of your related characters? That's cute. I'm assuming the site isn't crashing then? Or is it too early to tell when it will start to crash? Because I've always heard people talk about like, oh, save your references prior because like artfight.net or whatever will crash. So I don't know if it's like, is it more optimized now or is it too early to tell when it will start crashing? Because I guess like most people are still busy drawing maybe. Also, I never realized how often I like rub my eyes. I don't know if it's because like I always have dry eyes so they water a lot. It was like a struggle not to like accidentally forget that I had mascara and eyeliner on and like accidentally rub my eye at my friend's wedding. Cause like it's the only time I've ever worn like makeup for that long. I asked my friend, I was like, oh, like, aren't you worried about like smudging your eye makeup? And she's like, I never touch my eyes. And I'm like, oh, I think it's just a me thing. I don't even know if we'll get to a second character today. Or at least like not for stream, because I will have to take a break to go eat dinner. Figure out what to make as well. Oh, it crashed right when the event started, very briefly, but it was the fastest I've ever seen it recover. Oh, wow. They must have done a lot of optimizing then. Because I didn't use it, like, right when it started. I think it was on, like, 12-minute before it started, and then I left for, like, 2 hours. And I came back and it seemed like everything was working fine, so I wasn't too sure if I didn't witness the crash. I used to wear like eyeliner only in university because I wore like very minimal brown eyeliner. And then I stopped because I would accidentally wipe it off like before the first class ended. It just seems so useless after that. Middle school and high school, yeah. Middle school, I never wore makeup, and same with high school. But university was like the only time I would. I think it's because like I knew no one, so I didn't feel embarrassed to wear any makeup or anything, so I could like play around and mess around with it. Oops. Should really see if I can finish up the upper half and then should make the lower portion more of a breeze. Can I apply eyeliner without making my eyes water? I think I'm in the same boat as that. I think we both have dry eyes. A little too dry. Is it really art fight if the site doesn't crash? It's from like what I've heard from like veteran art fighter users. It's like so common. So I'm kind of curious of what people are gonna do, like a recap about 2025. Because I truly don't know any of the differences from like this year compared to last year. Stretch. Same, I was stubborn and always wore makeup when I was 12 to 13 despite being allergic. Oh no! Then I stopped, my skin health is grateful. Oh, that's good. I think I also wore more like BB cream and like CC creams and like concealer every so often because I had bad hormonal acne. For quite a while. Not like super bad because I know a lot of people have like, if they had really bad acne, they had like a lot of scarring and stuff. And I know that's very hard to deal with. I just had a lot of reoccurring acne, so I think I always wore like a little bit to try to even out my skin tone. But I think what my skin wanted was just to breathe, to recover. Had a very long phase where I wore cat wing eyeliner every day from high school to college. Now I hardly do it. I agree, nowadays when I do eyeliner, I would accidentally wipe it off. I think that's like the problem. I'm so like low maintenance now that I can't be bothered to fix makeup. Cause like both me and friend A were like, do we have to do makeup for the wedding? But we both did end up doing it. And not only that, friend B looked freaking so pretty and gorgeous on her wedding day. Oh, I don't think I talked about the speeches. Apparently me and friend A did an okay job at our speeches because we almost made friend B cry, so that's good. That's good. It was a long night though, holy. See, zoologist? Welcome and hello. I can tolerate some lipstick and eyeliner, but not much more than that. That's fair. I think like that's all you would really need if like you want to just emphasize like have a lip color so you maybe don't look dead, and then have a little bit of eyeliner for fun. I've always used like a lip tint because I got a new like jelly lip tint because I feel like I always look dead if I have no color in my lips. I had this one from like Etude House for so long, but I feel like I also wiped that one off too often, so I got like a different jelly lip tint that stays on for a lot longer, which is great, especially during like a wedding. Don't really like makeup feels on my face. I guess like if you wear like foundation, concealer, BB creams and stuff, there's usually like, it feels like something's there, right? So I can get why I would feel uncomfortable. Chapstick sometimes confuses me. I feel like my lips become even more drier after applying it. Like, I would apply it because my lips are dry, and then maybe like 10-20 minutes it feels like even drier than it started off with. Maybe because I wiped it off, but I don't know. Kind of confused on what art fight is. I highly recommend reading it, just so I don't have to keep repeating a very vague description of it. Maybe next time I will get like a rolling screen of text or something at the very bottom that has like the definition of art fight. Just in case people are curious about it. I was just lining the... What the heck is this? Power Toys update. Okay. Eyeliner is just lining the waterline where my bottom lashes are. I tried doing it again with some months ago with a new eyeliner, a pretty icy blue color too, and I teared up. Wow. Hopefully it didn't irritate your eyes. But I'm always like envious of the people who can wear colored eyeliner super well. I know somebody who always wears like a, I guess like this color eyeliner near her waterline, and it always looks so awesome. But I've never seen an icy blue one. I think that would have looked super pretty though. I love weddings. They're always so gorgeous. They always get me ugly crying lump. Seeing people generally happy is so nice. Yeah. And I think I said this in my wedding speech, but I've never seen them be like officially as a couple, if that makes sense. Because they're so comfortable. Because I've always just seen them naturally together, so it's like it was just nice to see her so happy. And I'm glad I was able just to look at her during my entire speech. And obviously her husband as well. Because friend A and friend B have been with me for so long. So I love seeing them kind of like cross off things off their bucket list or like their goals and stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. Sometimes I'm glad my mods aren't here. So they can't make fun of me. But I honestly can't stream without getting a phone call or two. They always need something from me. At least it's not a spam caller this time. I don't really remember what I was talking about before. Lemonade, eat your peach, not a draw more. I'm glad you're able to hydrate and treat yourselves to your snack. That's nice. But that's a good reminder to everybody else that you should also hydrate. Especially if you've been watching the stream for a while, because we're 3 hours in. So go get a snack, go hydrate. I cannot use chapstick. They make my lips all choppy for some reason. Yeah, I think I have the same problem. I feel like it makes it worse. Or like it peels or something. I think wedding is not like a great situation for kids. It was funny because like my friend's husband and her were like taking photos for like sunset photos, and like I haven't worn heels in years, but they're like, "Can you please take this kid back to the venue?" And I'm like, because he kept following them, like he's one of the nephews of the groom. I had to go follow the kid back, and I was like, "Oh, do you want to go back to the venue?" And he's like, "Okay." And he goes, and he starts booking it. And this kid's like, I don't even know, 4 or 5. He's like booking it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I have to run after this kid. So I'm like running in my heels. And luckily, I did not fall. Unfortunately, the kid falls on like the pavement. I'm like, oh my lord. But he was okay. He didn't get really scratched or anything, so it was good. But it was just funny because like after all that effort of taking him back to the venue, I like make my way down back to where like the couple is taking their photos, and then you hear like footsteps, but there's like many footsteps, and he brought his brother. I'm like, I'm not dealing with these kids. Clearly the wedding is a little bit too boring for like younger children. If there's like, you know, not food or dessert, they don't really care about adult things of just sitting and chatting. Luckily, he didn't scrape his knee, and like his hand was just a little bit red. But the kid's so cute though. He just wanted to hang out with his uncle. It's so cute. Yeah, it's been 3 hours, guys. If you need to hydrate, get sustenance, all that stuff, or if it's like late for you, go to sleep. Not only that, the kids like, I guess because they're kids, they're like more fearless. I was like asking him, I was like, Thomas, do you want to go like back to the front to go to the venue? And he's like, no, I came from that way. So I follow him, and it's this steep staircase, like one of those rickety metal ones with a gate. And I'm like, why did you come down here? But like both of his brothers were like hanging out there. And, like they were younger than him, and I'm like, oh no. Where are your parents? How do you make your art look so high quality and clear? Mine always looks or comes out looking very fuzzy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Could be your brushes as well as like your canvas size and or your relationship between your canvas and your brush size. I would recommend using a bigger canvas and a higher DPI if you can, as well as like your brushes, because like if you zoom in on my art, you can kind of see like the pixels. So if you're seeing something like this, then your canvas is too small. But also if you're using a humongous brush on a, or not humongous brush, if you're using like a tiny brush on a big canvas, it might look a little bit fuzzy because you're zooming in quite a bit to even see your lines. So like try to find a good ratio between your canvas size as well as your brushes, and then also make sure your brush size, or not your brush size, your canvas size is large enough to work on. Okay, I'm gonna speed run through the clothing. Clothing is like what I put the least effort in. Just because the clothing folds are a little bit more vague. Kids find the most random places and big events where they get bored. Very true. They're just really testing my limits with my heels. I was talking to friend A and I was like, girl, did you break in your heels? And she's like, nope. And I'm like, okay, time to suffer. Unfortunately for her, like her feet did start hurting like pretty badly towards the end of the night because she had a bruising on her foot too, which sucks. So I didn't want to make her do too much of the like running around her friend B. We also didn't want to like ruin friend B's fun because she was having so much fun on the dance floor. I honestly don't know what I would have done if I'd never met friend A and friend B, honestly. To like 16 years with these two girls. I love them dearly. Your art's already so cute. Ah, thank you. What team are you in? I'm on Crystal for my team. I'm glad you guys like the art so far. Like I said, I was scared that this one was gonna suffer from like me being a little bit rusty every time I draw the first thing of every day. So I'm glad this one's not too bad. It's so cute, thank you. I can never walk in high heels, I'm gonna fall. I was definitely scared of falling. But like, when my friend and her husband were like taking photos and stuff, we were going down slopes, and I'm like, this is where me and friend A perish. We're such tomboys. Like, she brought Crocs prior to wearing heels. I brought sandals, just in case. But we were just wearing our heels, and we're like, yep, this is where we perish. Cause like every time you go downhill, it's like squeezing your toes to the end of the heels, and it really sucked. I think friend B, her heels were taller than ours, I think. Because we had 2-inch heels. I think she might have had 3. If not, maybe 2.5. I'm like, her feet are gonna be so swollen by the end. But luckily she bought flats so she can full on dance and just have a blast that night. Ah, thank you for liking the color palette. I always love a good teal and yellow kind of look. But also just like the autumn colors in this character is so cute. Almost done. I still have the collar to do on the sweater, and then I have to do the ginko leaf pattern on his sleeves, which I think is so cute. It's such a cute like autumn fall design. Empowering. Yeah, the kind of like commanding sound when the heels touch the ground. It's just a nice sound, to be honest. So I agree with you. I love ginkgo leaves. Ginkgo leaves are like one of my favorite. Which is why like I wanted to make one of my notebooks to have the ginkgo leaf cover. It's just so pretty because like they're so fun shaped, like little kind of like split fans, but also like the golden color of them looks so pretty together when they're like all in a cluster. Heels are hard to walk in though, I find. Boss kind of vibe. Yeah. Walking with that air of confidence. This one took me a little longer than I was expecting. I was hoping to squeeze in a second one to at least start. Oh, I guess it's only 6. I can go until 7, so even if I finish this one, we can probably start a second one at least. But let's eat dinner slightly later. I might submit this one with simple background. I'm not too in love with the background unless I fiddle with the colors maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. YouTube crashed on you? Oh no. I guess like, I feel like YouTube has been having some issues lately in terms of just like page refreshing and crashing. Combat boots, I agree. Yes. I love a combat boot. I really want to get like a black pair. My friend has a cute kind of like white and black one. Looks so cute. I have like the typical like military green type. But I love wearing those in the fall. 50s heels are a lot more comfy. Y'all should try 50s heels. I don't know which ones are 50s. Maybe I'll look into them. That's interesting. Doll ones. That sounds so cute. I always wanted to get more like platform shoes as well, because there's like some really cute ones. If I were to go to a wedding, I would wear a very long dress that reaches the floor. Underneath my dress would be Nike shoes. Awesome. For That's what I was trying to tell my friend. My friend was like, we shouldn't have gotten our dresses altered to shorten the length. She's like, I could have worn my Crocs underneath. But granted, like, it was with our heels on, so like, she probably could have got away with Crocs. The dress would have been long enough. It would have been fine. The heels that I can tolerate are the ones that look like flamenco dance heels. Oh! I don't even know. I might have to look up what those heels look like. Give me 1 second. I'm kind of interested. Why am I getting notifications, please? Dance heels. Oh, cute. These ones are cute. Yeah, ones that look like Mary Jane's. This one seems like very comfy, for sure. Like, I'm definitely not a heel type person. I just like things that look pretty and cute. Would I wear them? Up in the air. It's the same thing for like dresses and stuff. Like, I rarely wear them. And I'm thinking, like, do I bring dresses and stuff if I go back to China or Hong Kong? Because it's gonna be swelteringly hot and like humid. So I feel like I should find some skirts that are like midi or like maybe long ones. Or just stick with shorts. Stick with what I have. Yeah, they're not super thin. They have like a good thickness to the heel. Mine was like the block type at the very end. Like this would be the silhouette of her heel, because it would be thinner block. Because it was still like as like the width of the shoe, it was just like thinner, I guess, where the heel was. From the underside, I guess. Because like they're super cute shoes, but oh my god. My feet ached so bad. Like I'm still feeling them now, and like the wedding was on Saturday. There's just like 9 hours in them, really sucks. I don't completely forget this ear. Still trying to spruce up the hair a little bit. I don't know if it looks a little too plain with how I drew it. If I want to carry the highlight through. good thing about them is that you can wear them with literally anything. For real, jeans, shorts, skirts, anything. That's true. They would match well with like a lot of different outfits. And just like types of clothing styles, I would assume. Working on Revenges tomorrow. Exciting. I wonder if there's any Revenges that I have to do. Because I have not checked my profile since this morning. I'm trying to find if there's a way for me to include Revenges in a more constant way. Because I know I said I wanted to prioritize attacks, but I want to... Maybe there's a way for me to even it out a little bit. I gotta go eat dinner now. If the live stream is still going, I'll join back in. Bye. Thank you much for coming to the stream though, Star Girl. Have a good dinner. I don't know how long we're gonna go for after this, but thank you for sticking around for a while. Hello, Zoe. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna quickly double check. Yeah, I kind of want to move this up. So it touches. Just fill this in. So we'll do the patterning. I might add a little bit more into the foreground. A smidge. Also, I recently found out that most of my OC reference sheets got desaturated. I don't know why, but I'm okay then. Oh no. Are you sure it wasn't like difference between one screen to another? Oh, Nahi, welcome. You gonna draw them back? I like the eagerness to draw the revenge. Looks really green, so maybe I'll try to put this into here. Put back some of the brown into here again. Oops, wrong brush. Small areas I find that I need to fix up before we can move on. I'm not sure, because I look back at ArtFed and the reference sheet's still desaturated, so I put a note just in case that they were a little bit desaturated as well. Oh, I don't know what would be the cause of that. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue though. I don't know why I was so confused what a ginkgo leaf looked like earlier. There's literally one on their design. Run up the leaves a little bit. Looks a little bit more organic compared to the cute patterning that they have. Whoops. We'll merge all these down, alpha lock it, and then shade them in so that they don't look too out of place. That's your first art fight as well. Welcome. Hopefully you're having fun so far. Thank you very much for coming to the stream though, Aka. I hope a good night for everyone, a good day if it's morning for you. Byebye, Rin. I hope you have a wonderful time with art fight. Mwah. Thank you very much for coming though, Aka. Have a good night's sleep. Thank you for hanging out for so long. How's your day, Ren? I'm doing well, Zoe. Hopefully you've been doing well as well. As well. Oh, you're done with your very first attack. Exciting. I like how everyone's finishing up. That's so nice. Okay. I'm gonna add some ginkgo leaves into the front. I also might do a color adjustment at the very end, but let's add in some ginkgo leaves into here. I don't know why I made it so messed up looking. Adjust the colors, or let's see, we could also do it like this. Make this lighter. Don't know if that makes sense. Wait a second. Let's motion blur these. Merge down. Gonna make this one a lot bigger. About the desaturated references, Artfight uses sRGB color profile, so if your piece is not in that profile when you post it, it'll desaturate it when you upload it to the site. Oh, interesting. And thank you for the insight as well. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people joining this year. Hello, Natalie. I have school, but I wanted to wish you a lovely first art fight. Hope you have lots of fun. Thank you. Hopefully you have a good day at school as well. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, last but not least. One last. Last overlay. I still want to use like the greenish blue, but I don't know if it was too much. So I want to bring some of the warmth back. What? I think this is the first one done. Woo! Okay. I'm probably... let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is save this one. And maybe we can get a sketch of the second one, or do I call it a day here? Maybe I'll call it a day here. I'll just leave this one for now. I'll pull up our lovely reference again. Our cute character. But thank you for joining me. I think I am going to go eat dinner so it doesn't get too late, and maybe I'll work on the second one tonight, but I won't stream it. But thank you for joining me with my first art fight submission. I'll probably upload this before I go eat, and I'll check out Art Fight in a little bit. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end today's stream. So thanks for hanging out. It was lovely talking about Art Fight with a lot of you guys. I'll definitely try to stream again when I do some other future drawing submissions for Art Fight. So hopefully you guys will come join me again when I do stream. Yeah, I think that'll be it for today. I'll go do a quick little time-lapse replay. Right end here. Yes, go nap. Go eat. Go get sustenance. Go hydrate. Go nap. Go to sleep. Whatever you guys need to do, go do that. Here's our final. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys whenever will be the next time. I also need to finish editing tomorrow's video because I am behind now. But yeah, bye bye.